There we go. We got the sound back. I think we lost the sound briefly. Okay, yeah, sounds kind of cutting out. We'll get through this. Okay, so whenever you guys are ready, we're gonna start in like about less than 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna start. Here we go. We are underway. All right. We're gonna start in Talon Overworld. All right, so this is the runners, Samuel 6710 and Mighty Caesar 37. So we are underway as all right, I'm getting some trouble. Okay, so Mighty Caesar gets some missiles, while Samuel gets the morph ball. I'm most assuming. Okay, so all I'm watching is Mighty Caesar. And Mighty Caesar also has the morph ball. And what he sees is the grapple beam, right? With this instant trick that he's trying to do with the scan visor. And Samuel, meanwhile, is going to go right to the artifact chamber. Let's see what Samuel gets. He's going to get nothing. Well, that's lovely. That's right. You can also get nothing in these newly edition of these games. Samuel's downloading artifacts. Okay. All right. There goes Mighty Caesar. What? Yeah. No. All right. So Samuel's gonna do the same thing with as Mighty Caesar did earlier. Get the grapple beam. It's like we're experiencing some issues with Mighty Caesar. His end of the stream, but hopefully we'll restore it. Okay. We'll focus on Samuel's stream for the time being. We try to get back with Mighty Caesar. All right, so Samuel is going to go to Chozo Ruins. Yeah, Samuel playing with unique blue suit Samus. There we go. Now we got it back. At least we should. Okay, now it's the other way around. Or not. It froze for 30 seconds. Okay, so our first energy tank goes to Samuel. You can do this instant jump trick to where you can skip the boss fight between these giant things you're going to see in just about 30 seconds. But luckily for Samuel, he's got the morph ball, so he can just skip this boss fight. Well, this is classic boss music. And meanwhile, Mighty Caesar also gets an energy tank, but in a different location. In Talon Overworld. Right? Players, Samuel is making his way to perhaps the first boss fight. Is going to try to get another item, or might look at it later. See what it is. All right. So Samuel gets the morph ball bomb along with another pack of missiles. Yep. Now, when it comes to these Metroid games, this does require a certain variety of morph ball bomb tricks. They can be pretty tricky. As Samuel gets another pack of missiles, while Mighty Caesar's stream froze again. Oh, and he gets the plasma beam. Wow. That's a very powerful beam, especially early on in the game. All right. So bear with us. We'll try to hope that we can catch as many of Mighty Caesar's stream as much again. Like this morph ball trick right here shows how tricky it can be. All right, and just like that, Samuel gets the boost ball, and Mighty Caesar gets another missile pack, or missile tank, whatever you want to call them. All right. So Mighty Caesar gets the morph ball bomb, and has decided to skip getting the missile tank. And Samuel stream, now it's his turn that it got frozen. Now we're back, and he got the spider ball. All right, that's great. And then Caesar gets the plasma beam, while Samuel gets the thermal visor. All right. Players are making their way. Now it's Mighty Caesar's turn to do the morph ball jump, the bomb jump. A pretty complicated trick if you're not a speedrunner like me. And I do think, I will say that like morph ball bomb though, with like bomb jumping is pretty common for speedrun, the speedrunners, people who would speedrun Metroid in general, not just 3D Metroid, but 2D Metroid. Oh, we got the difference maker, the space jump boot, as Samuel gets the space jump boot. That's a big difference maker right there. All right, now as Samuel has to scan through the runic symbols as his stream is frozen again. In the meantime, I'll just watch. Mighty Caesar having glimpse of freezes. All right, now he gets the missile tank. All right, Samuel is gonna go right up to get that item, and it's the Various suit. Now that Various suit will allow you to go right through Magmore Caverns, because you want to go through Magmore Caverns easily. As unfortunately Samuel is out of missiles, he can't blast through that in order to get the next item. Unless if you want to have a ton of energy tanks, good luck even getting through Magmore Caverns. But with all that being said, Samuel has the power bomb expansion. Yes, our first bomb, the power bomb expansion. Now, there's a difference between the power bombs. As Mighty Caesar, we have our first artifact, and that's the artifact of the Elder that he just obtained. So, and now Mighty Caesar has a thermal visor. And here is our first artifact on the other end, given to by Samuel. Now, Samuel's getting pretty low on energy. You do have to be mindful of that. Not like that. Oh, I don't like that. Oh no. Stay alive. Oh no. Took another hit. $14. Hang in there, Samuel. All right, we got a boss fight. More like a wasp. Okay, with destroying these crates gives them more breathing room, which is good. A little bit more breathing room, yeah. All right, you can swat those wasps. All right, so now that's more like it. Well, the different, what I was trying to explain earlier was the power bomb expansion and the regular power bombs. Well, there's a difference. Like when you get the expansion, you'll just have like one. Like I'm talking about them separately. I mean, you just got to be useful when it comes to this. You only have like limited amounts. With the main power, you can get them like in a big group of them, a big amount of those. So we have another missile tank for Samuel, as Mighty Caesar is trying to boost his way up to get that item. Okay. There we go. This whole time thing. And we have our second artifact obtained by Mighty Caesar as he triggered the boss, but too bad. He won't be fighting them. All right. Now the trick that you probably have seen earlier as Samuel gets another missile tank when it comes to the start of the game being Talon Overworld. Now I think it would work in the vanilla game of the original Metroid Prime. We do this scan, visor, jump, and jump, and that would instantly get you the space jump boots. Pretty unique, right? All right, Samuel has a brief freeze up while we try to. We will watch Mighty Caesar for the time being. Okay, now Mighty Caesar has the space jump boot. But currently, Mighty Caesar is in the lead with by one artifact. Uh-oh, why did the screen go black for Samuel? Are we okay? I don't know what happened. Okay. We do have our trackers off 82. And Galop. They're going to be monitoring with me. Okay, somebody Caesar has. Okay, bear with us. We're trying to restore everything for Samuel. I don't know what's going on. So Samuel is gonna go, I believe, to Magmore Caverns. Okay. There we go. It's all restored. And now Mighty Caesar, as I missed earlier, has the X-ray visor. Now it's his turn to take on the Wasp. As Samuel gets another missile tank. Usually what the players tend to do in these type of speed runs is give this hive totem like at least one hit, then they'll go to the next room and get the item that's in there. Okay. Samuel, meanwhile, has a third energy tank, while Mighty Caesar is going to get another missile tank. Okay, it's a missile tank. I would suggest probably for Samuel, I would skip missile tank. All right, so Samuel is now in Ventrona Drift. The ice level. The wintry land, yep. And when it comes to that spider ball, you can do the space jump without using the spider ball. You probably do that in the vanilla game as well. Once you're able to get that space jump. All right. So, Mighty Caesar, the missile expansion. Okay, it appears that Samuel's gonna see what the big ego boss, the item's gonna have for him. As when it comes to that morph ball, see the time, it's all about that timing right there. Only when you go to face the big Shigo boss. And now Samuel's gonna get that item where you just melt that ice that's been held by the Chozo statue and gets another missile tank. Why not? All right, so that being said, Samuel gets his fourth energy tank. All right. And now Samuel's gonna see what the item is up there, whether or not he'll get it. Another missile tank. You have the opportunity to skip the missile tank. Now, when it comes to the area though, where Mighty Caesar is at, well, there is a trick where you can do the scan visor, and you do like a double jump. It's pretty complicated. You have to have one of those items spawn, like either missiles or energy. And those enemies that Samuel's doing are only to be defeated with the wave beam. Like those purple ones and those yellow ones. Now what he's gonna do is get whatever items there by using that scan visor along with the space jump boots. See what's there, and it's the wave beam. That's right. I was just talking about the wave beam earlier, and guess what? The wave beam is now with Samuel. All right. So now Mighty Caesar is moving to Magmore Caverns. Oh, Samuel's gonna see what item he's gonna get. Another missile tank. Okay, cool. Take it for what it's worth. Alright. Looks like Samuel is gonna see what that item is in that big hole there, and it's another artifact. And with that, he is tied with Mighty Caesar for the amount of artifacts he has got. Meanwhile, Mighty Caesar has another missile tank. And this music, by the way, is so cool. It's the same music you would hear in Ridley's lair in Super Metroid. Now Ridley's gonna have a flyover in on Samuel's end. Don't worry, it's nothing. You'll just see a flyover. It's not anything like you see in any of the other Metroid games. Yeah, a good flyover of Ridley. Alright, so Mighty Caesar is gonna skip that missile tank, which in these randomizers, if these items are missile tanks, you have the option whether or not you want to skip and want to get the missile tanks next, which is totally fine. All right, Mighty Caesar has his fourth energy tank. So, both of the players are in Magma Caverns right now. Oh, trying to do this space jump. Okay, looks like Mighty Caesar is going to do this Morphball bomb trick. Oh, no! Okay, thankfully they eventually respawn. Wow. Samuel gets another missile tank along with a gravity suit. That allows him to move freely in water. Well, in 3D Metroid games as well, the 2D Metroid games, if you don't have a gravity suit, you move very slow in water. But the gravity suit makes a big difference. Alright, so. And Samuel is going to get the main core of power bombs. All right, and Mighty Caesar has the gravity suit. I just want to let Galop know, like, he's the one tracking for Mighty Caesar, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he had like the main, like the power bomb expansion and main power bomb. Give a big shout out to Angela for tracking each of these two guys. And Mighty Caesar has another artifact, while I think Samuel has another artifact. So both the players are tied, just that the difference is Samuel doesn't have the X-ray visor, while Mighty Caesar. does. It's the only difference. Okay. There we go. Now Mighty Caesar is at Vendrana Drift, and Daniel gets his fifth energy tank. Now, it's like when it comes to plasma beam door, if he gets up to the top, which he does have a grapple beam. All right. Well, with no extra visor, no problem. You can just shoot those invisible blocks as well. For the first time in like say 20 minutes, Samuel gets nothing again, and he gets the fifth artifact. Now, when it comes to that plasma beam door, as what you've seen earlier, you can also do a glitch, but I've also heard that it has a tendency to soft lock the game, which you don't want that. It involves the morph ball along with space jump. All right. Okay, another missile tank for Mighty Caesar. Samuel, meanwhile, is going to go to that different room. All right, first he's going to see which item is obtainable up there. Now, you can do this through glitching. Well, not glitching, but with hand visor and space jump. Just like that, along with side jumping. And with that, he gets the sixth energy tank. That's right, now he's going underwater. And with that, Samuel has all of the other three elemental beams being the ice beam. Now, those are key in order for you to beat the game. You need that, you need, I'd say at least, oh, we have like 6 of them. I'm not sure if he's going to have all of them. I don't know what's required for if to like get the final stage of the game. Oh boy. I wonder if Samuel's gonna go to the final level or is he still gonna explore? I would just say explore for the time being. But I may be wrong. It's like He's going. I guess he's gonna like go for the final battle. Once he goes to his ship, he's like fully recharged. Oh dear. Well, the wave beam does a lot of widespread damage. Okay, yeah, he's going to the final stage. Take on Ridley. With that, we might have a very fast break. Assuming he beats Ridley, Ridley, along with the actual Metroid Prime. Okay. So, Samuel's just taking on Ridley, while Mighty Caesar is venturing his way through Vendrana Drift. All right, so he does this trick to where, as Mighty Caesar gets the 5th artifact, where he instantly destroys Ridley's wings. And now he's basically on the ground. Now, it comes to the second phase of the Ridley fight. You see down there, that's not a big deal. It's more like when he lifts his head, which he timed that nicely. It requires timing, though, too. Your timing has to be right on it. If yours just slightly off, like you just saw up there, yeah. You better be quick to get out of the way. And Mighty Caesar is going into the space pirate base, as that space pirate needs to get out of the way. Get out of his way. And is being tracked by the drone. Oh boy. Looks like we've got company. That's right. Oh boy. And now Samuel, meanwhile, is going to go to Impact Crater. Looks like he's warping the starting room. I guess he wants to get more items. It doesn't look like he's ready to face Metroid Prime quite yet. I kind of figured I wouldn't quite do that. Yeah. I'd come back if you want to get stronger. Okay. Here goes Space Pirate. Oh boy. This music here is pretty dope. When you fight the Space Pirates. Like those purple enemies have a tendency to like mess up your vision. All right, here, this trick, what you're seeing on Mighty Caesar's screen. Now, if you're just going really fast, if you want to like, you're going fast, you gotta like pay attention, like come to an immediate stop, and then and then just like try not to be detected by the space pirates. Otherwise, they'll be forced to fight them, which you don't want to do that. All right, so Mighty Caesar gets another missile tank. What you can also do is like, if you want to be more safe, you could do this. Well, number one, you can do this trick where you jump on those crates and then do the space jump and hit that and knock that pillar down. Or you can do it the conservative way, just hit it right through that little small box. Oh man, he's just gonna destroy a thing. Get rid of that Metroid. Looks like an Alpha Metroid is what they're classified as. I may be wrong. That's how that's how I would describe it as. Okay. It's another missile tank. Okay, Samuel's doing this hard morph ball bomb jump trick, which I must say it is hard, but he gets it. Yep. And looks like Mighty Caesar has decided to restart his game. Okay. So, Samuel, meanwhile, is going to Vendrona Drift. I guess he can't really find no items, so he just wants to. I guess Mighty Caesar wants to start where he left off, which is totally fine. All right, phase on mines. Now this one's a very tough place to go because you will see Space Pirates is also going to a starting room. You can also, surprisingly enough, not get detected by the Space Pirates. Isn't that kind of crazy or what? Like they don't even notice you, even with all the noise you're making by jumping. All right. So, Mighty Caesar is just gonna make his way through as Samuel power bombs his way to get the next item, which is another energy tank. Now Samuel did this scan thing to where you disable the security cameras. They get pretty annoying at times by shooting at you. You can do it in another part of the area as well. It's gonna see what that item is, and it's another missile tank. Okay, so Mighty Caesar gets the sixth and final artifact. And as you see here, that space pirate is covered in purple, means you can only beat him by shooting him with the wave beam. All right. And now there's invisible space pirates, which you probably would guess it would be. You'd have to beat them. You'd have to originally beat them with the X-ray laser. But you don't really need that. You can just find where the shocks are. And now we have one of the forms of the Omega pirates, or elite pirates, whatever you call those. They are one tough monsters. Okay. So Mighty Caesar is doing a scan visor jumping. And he's also gonna go turn in the other part of the Chozo ruins. Okay. Alright. Now Mighty Caesar is gonna get the ice beam. I'm not sure what did Samuel get by defeating that Omega Power because we had a bit of a freeze up. Now the one with the original power beam, yeah, the space pirates you have to beat with the original power beam is probably the worst. Probably the worst part unless you have super missiles or the yeah, or just charge them up, but either way it's the worst part. All right, so that being said, going in that room is Samuel, and he gets the super missile. Yes, you were waiting for those super missiles. Those are key in this game because they pack a lot of damage. Onto these enemies. All right. So Samuel's making his way down to the next part of the area of Phazon Mines. Missile tank to skip. While Caesar's trying to do the best we can to get back with him, and Samuel's facing another elite pirate. All right, with that, the elite pirate is down. Down and out. All right, so we have another energy tank for Samuel. I think that's the eighth one that he has. Trying to keep count of how many missile tanks, and he's gonna skip. I mean, energy tanks, but he's gonna skip the missile tank. While Mighty Caesar is gonna choose to take on Meta Ridley. All right. There we go. This is a fun boss fight. His music, Ridley's music, is so awesome. Another missile tank. Something we don't necessarily need. All right. So Samuel's going to go through the gas container room. While my Caesar is going to try to beat Ridley, and like, here comes another elite pirate as he uses the super missiles. So unfortunately, the Ridley fight is, well, let's just say I'm gonna assume he beat him. He's still fighting on us. We finally got his thing back. Oh my, you got this. You got this. All right, Samuels might get another powerbomb expansion. I mean, it's like missile tank. You got this. Come on. Oh no, no, no. Almost had him. Oh no. There you go. Just run out of missiles? No, you didn't. There you go. And with that, Meta Ripley's defeated. Yeah. We can get back to Samuel. Rough Ridley fight there. Yeah, looked pretty rough. But Mighty Caesar's doing okay. A Phazon suit? Wait a minute. You don't have that yet. You're gonna have to start over. Picking up Phazon suit. Samuel gets the Phazon suit. Wow. All right. With that, I mean, he could face the final boss being Metroid Prime if he chooses so. But now he is stuck, or is now going to do another one of these Morphball tricks. All right. Guess he's going to get another expansion for what it's worth. I will say that this electricity pattern, it's all depending on, it can be like a pretty tough spot though. Keep that in mind. And you can like lose a lot of time with this pattern. So with that being said, Samuel gets another powerbomb expansion. Meanwhile, Mighty Caesar gets another missile tank. All right, he's going to Chozo Ruins again. All right. So I wonder if Samuel is gonna go to the final level yet. Impact Crater and face Metroid Prime. He should. I mean, he just beat Meta Ridley just now. He's gonna do just that. Okay, so Samuel is at Impact Crater. So when it comes to shows that are real, he's bubble. I mean, no, not shows that are ruins. I mean, talent over. Excuse me. It it comes to where the music can change from the original music at the beginning of the game to this second music. But now Samuel is facing the real Metroid Prime. Alright, so this is why Metroid Prime the game a lot. Well, this is why you need all of the other three elemental beams in order to beat the game. Is because of how Metroid Prime's shell, the core of in its shell though, changes color. That means you have to shoot it with a certain elemental beam. Like, for instance, when he's like purple, you shoot him with the wave beam, and so on and so forth. Alright, so Mighty Caesar is now in Phazon Mines. Alright. Now, as what's mentioned earlier, as you see up there, Samuel does not have the X-ray visor. That's not too great either, but it's not costly. So he still should be fine. Alright, so that green beam that Metroid Prime is throwing at, that actually sucks Samus in. Since they just gotta find powerful ways to, like, make where it doesn't do that. Right now once Metroid Prime is in his final phase, he'll constantly shift between certain beams. It might be right here, but it's more likely to be over there. Like probably in the next phase. We're not at the final phase yet. But I think this is the final phase. Right there. Alright. So here we go. Now you won't beat Metroid Prime yet, the boss. You'll just only break his shell. Alright, Mighty Caesar is facing an elite pirate. It's interesting how they're in different forms too. Okay. As we are approaching an hour. All right, so Samuel has destroyed Metroid Prime's cell. All that's left is his core. Now, without the X-ray visor, is going to be a little bit trickier, but he should be fine. He should still be fine. You just need to find a way to like track him down without the X-ray visor. As the final form of Metroid Prime spots the he's he will spawn some Metroids along the way. Don't know if he damaged him. I don't think he did. All right, hang on, man. There you go. See what, and that's why that if the X-ray visor would have come, that would have totally come in handy. All right, so Mighty Caesar is going to get the super missiles. All that he has left to get is the phase-on suit. He shouldn't be too far from it. All right, now you have a shot here. You just see him like without the invisibility. You can just straight up shoot him with whatever beam you have. And it looks like a beam using Metroid Dread. I forget which beam it's called in Metroid Dread. I want to say Omega Beam. I think. All right, so Mighty Caesar just beat the Elite Pirates. Shouldn't be too far away from hitting the phase-on suit. Gonna blast away that rubble and debris. Gonna get himself another energy tank. All right, so Samuel's getting close to beating this Metroid Prime, and he does just that. All right, with a time of an hour and 3 minutes and 12 seconds. So get your GGs in the chat. GGs to Samuel, and Mighty Caesar has decided to forfeit. But if Samuel would like to join me for an interview along with Caesar, go right on ahead. All right, what's up, Samuel? Nice job out there. Good GG, my man.
GG.
Yeah, so I must say that was a fun race that you and Caesar had.
Yeah, definitely. I think I played pretty well in that race.
Yeah. And Mighty Caesar, I will say, not too shabby either.
My execution is all over the place because I'm covered in rust, but
Although,
Okay.
Samuel, I want to ask you first. You did option to skip the X-ray visor, while Mighty Caesar, on the other hand, he has the X-ray visor. Do you?
Yeah.
why did you like? I was wondering. We were all wondering why did you skip out on the X-ray visor?
The reason was because I didn't have missiles when I went into Dynamo, and I couldn't get any drops from Watery Hall, so I decided, it's probably not that worth it. So I just kind of left it.
Okay, and Mighty Caesar, I will say you were like close. You were really close to getting that Phazon suit until like Samuel was declared the winner, though.
So where was Phazon?
It was
Well,
an MQA.
yeah,
QA. Okay, so I was a decent bit away from it.
yeah, you weren't
I
too far
was
away from it at all.
I was horrified that Phazon suit was gonna be behind OP. That would have been catastrophic if it was.
Yeah.
That's why I
So,
checked PCA just in case. I was like, okay, OP's half dead. We can take a breath of relief.
Yeah, I was checking
yeah,
PCA when you finished.
Mm.
yeah.
To be honest, I
Where
didn't
I
think I was
was.
gonna find Ice Beam. I was, because if I wasn't sure whether or not I find if Phazon's suit wasn't locked behind Ice Beam, I may have just went and did Exo Skip, so I could have dodged that. I was kind of prepping myself to have to do that at some point, but nope. I just found Ice Beam as I was getting the last artifact.
Well, gentlemen, I will tell you this. I was doing the best I can to keep up with your gameplay, though, and I know it's like if you're like playing this on emulator, it has its moments to where it'll freeze up on a couple of occasions, and also thank the guys that were tracking you up and Galop,
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
of course. So
Mm.
yeah,
So I have to say, I have to ask real quick. Did you end up getting, Caesar? Did you end up getting grapple from uh FCS immediately or no?
Yes.
Okay, I was
And then
wondering.
I got.
yeah,
Then I wasted time getting Spider Ball without Space Jump, where the first time I went for it, I timed everything right, but I got knocked off by a wasp, and then I messed it
Oh,
up 3 more times.
oof.
I think Samuel, you were like pretty close to death though, and like on the War Wasp fight, like the
Oh
second
yeah,
one.
I always love to be on low HP for no reason in early Chozo.
Okay, well,
You'll
that's
definitely see
always
that a lot from me.
yeah.
Did you end up clearing out labs?
I actually didn't touch labs or far from run at all.
Okay,
I
that's.
got
I was wondering
ruined
where you made up
courtyard.
so much time on me. I'm like,
Yeah, I got
that's
ruined
probably the big
courtyard, and I
spot.
was like, I think, and I ended up looking at hints not long after, because I had wave at the time. I went through Magmore, I got to Monitor Station, and I was thinking that I'd do some Phendrana, then I go through the rest of Magmore. Unless I find Wave Beam, then I go through a little bit more Phendrana, and depending on what I find, I may or may not go through labs. Instead of Ice Beam, I didn't really want to go through labs because of that. So instead, I just went through Magmore, and after encountering um, another artifact, I was like, I should probably just check hints and see where they are. And it turns out they're pretty early, so I just went for them, got Ice Beam, went for hints, and yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Labs was just missiles and a nothing.
Well,
yeah. So is there any final things you want to say before we're done with the race?
Good
I don't
race.
think so.
Just routed the game better than me.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I had a lot of fun commentating this match, though. I mean, I try to do these as much as I can, but I haven't like y'all gotta thank me for my commentary for commentating with you gentlemen.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course.
All right. Is
All
that it
right.
then?
Yeah, so if you guys yeah, if you guys want to just say I want to say thank you guys so much for I thank everything, not only me, but also the trackers and the runners for doing this race today. We'll hopefully be back, I'd say, within the next week, or next Sunday. So, all right, guys, that being said, I'm Coop17 along with Mighty Caesar and Samuel 67110, and we will all see you later.
See you next mission, folks.
Yep.
Bye bye.